Hello friends, welcome to class. I'm excited again to share this practice with you today. And today I'm filming at the Vilcartica Retreat Center in the beautiful Sacred Valley in Peru. So if you're coming through the Sacred Valley or through the mountains of Peru, maybe on your way to Machu Picchu, stop by here if you can. And if you're hosting retreats or teacher trainings or any other events, also highly recommend coming here for your events. This is where we taught the 2 of our yoga teacher trainings so far, and it's been an absolutely beautiful and amazing time. All the information regarding Vilcartica you will find in the description below. And today is an all levels Vinyasa practice, but more on the gentle side. You don't need any props for this practice unless there's the ones that you always use and like to use. We will begin in Balasana, child's pose, at the back of the mat. Bring your feet together, knees apart. Walk the hands forward, relax the upper body down. And take a moment to let the hips be heavy. Fully arrive. Establish a good rhythm of your breath that you want to maintain throughout this practice. And before we start to move, set your intention. Without an intention, we oftentimes just go in circles. And we wonder why nothing changes and why we're so confused and so scattered. But now that you're clear on your intention, we can start to move forward into a tabletop. Come onto all fours, tuck the toes under, little wrist warm up, slide the hands back. With the arms straight, lean forward and then make circles around the wrists. Really feel into what you're doing without just rushing it and doing it because I said so. This is all an invitation to really feel yourself more. Switch directions, and there's a lot to be learned about just doing this and what's going on in your head and in your heart right now. Come back to center, lean back, shake out the hands. And then set the hands back down for tabletop. Untuck the toes. Inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round your back, lengthen the back. Inhale, lengthen and open the front. Exhale, round your back. One more. Back to tabletop. Start to extend the left leg back, the right arm forward for spine balancing. Then set the right hand down, land the whole left foot, rotate the right foot out to the right on the right knee, supported side plank or gate pose, reach the left arm up and over the head. Release the hand back down for a tabletop on the other side. Or for a tabletop in the center, and now we go for the other side. Extend your right leg back, left arm forward, spine balancing. Left hand down, right foot down, left foot out, right arm reaches up and over the head. Release the right hand down, right knee down, back to tabletop, and then we extend the legs back for plank pose. You can set the knees down always. And then let's shift forward, come high onto the toes, come all the way down to the ground. Slide the hands forward, Sphinx pose. If you feel like going deeper, seal pose, lift the elbows. Release the elbows down, come all the way down. You can move the hips back for Balasana or press up to plank. Downward facing dog, first downward facing dog of our practice. So move around in a way that feels good. Bend one knee, then the other. Anything else that feels good. That feels like that's something that's beneficial to you and that you need. That will help you on your journey, help you through the day. Let's lift the heels, walk the feet forward into a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, just hang out here for a moment. Send some deeper breaths into the lower back. Release the hands down, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. One more, lift up halfway. Then step the left foot back. Low lunge, left knee down, untuck the left toes. Reach both arms up. Reach your left arm forward, right arm back, revolved low lunge. You can stay here if you want or reverse it. Reach up and back. The right hand is just reaching towards the heel. Engage your left glute. With your inhale, both arms up and over the head. Exhale, hands down, runner's lunge. Frame the right foot, lift the left knee up. And then start to straighten the right leg, the right toes reach up towards your head. Walk the hands out to the right side. Both heels are lifted here. To the left side. And then pivot both feet to the left for standing straddle forward fold. With your exhale, melt down. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, Skandasana to the left, could be high or low. And let's set the hips all the way down. Bring the left leg over the right thigh. Try to stack those knees to whatever is accessible for you. Keep the right toes reaching towards your head and then walk the hands forward. Melt down over your right leg. Doesn't matter how deep you can go here or if what you're doing looks like what I'm doing. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully you listen to your own body and you do what feels good. So if you're more upright or if you're even deeper down, doesn't matter. We're all looking for the same sensation of lengthening, opening across the back side of the body. And then even more importantly, we're looking for nice, slow, deep breaths. So we can really go inward with our awareness and the breath is carrying us there. It helps us spiral there. Everything moves in spirals. And our awareness in all these positions also. Slowly release, push yourself back up. Bring the left foot inside the right knee. Left hand comes down behind you. Lift your hips up. Right arm reaches up and over the head. Push the hips forward. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, slowly come down. Back to a Skandasana to the left. You plant that left foot down. Use your right hand for support to push yourself up. Move to the front. Plank pose. Frame the right foot. Step the right foot back. You, of course, can again set the knees down. We shift forward. Bend the arms. Lower all the way down to the ground. Slide the fingertips forward and out. Feet apart. Cobra pose. Lift up. Relax your shoulders down, away from the ears. Exhale, release everything down. You decide again, child's pose or plank to downward facing dog. Walk the feet forward. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back, low lunge, other side. Right arm forward, left arm back. Reverse it. Both arms up as you inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Runner's lunge. Frame the left foot, maybe on fingertips. Lift the back leg up. With your exhale, send the hips back, straighten both legs, both heels are lifted. You're just moving as deep as you can until you can feel the sensation, and then melt down even more. Walk the hands to the left, to the right. Move around in any ways that feel good. This is the uniqueness of the practice. Listening to the wisdom coming from within, followed by your intention and the breath and the sensations in your body. Maybe walk the hands in, out, whatever feels good here. And then we rotate the feet to the right. Heels out, toes in, standing straddle forward fold. Interlace your hands behind your back if you want. And then bring the arms up and over the head. There's many other options here, what you can do here too. So if there are some that you know that feels good, then go ahead and do those. Slowly release the hands back down. And we now bring the heels in, the toes out, and rise up for goddess. Many things you can do here with your hands. I like to just wrap the hands around in front, or bring the arms out to the sides. And then you can think of having, it's traditionally called the eyes of your hands, so just in front of the wrist, in the center, a little bit below the center of the palm, you want to reach out from there. So you don't want to reach just with the fingers, but from the eye of your palm. And with that, you reach through the entire arm lines. You will probably feel this from hand to hand, pretty intense of a sensation across the hands, the forearms, the chest. Bend the knees a bit more. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs, heels out, toes in, fold forward and down. Another breath in, lift up halfway, Skandasana to the right. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. Slowly set the hips down, half cow face, bring the right leg up and over the left thigh. Try to stack the knees. Walk the hands forward. Slowly release, push yourself back up. Bring the right foot inside the left knee, right hand behind you. Lift the hips up, reach your left arm up and over the head. Push the hips a bit more forward. On your exhale, lower the hips back down to the ground. Use your left hand for support. Come into a Skandasana on the right side. Move to the front of the mat. Frame the left foot, plank pose. Step your left foot back. One more time, shift forward, come high onto the toes. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Bring the feet wide apart, interlace your hands behind your back. And with your inhale, you lift everything above the hips up. So the chest, the shoulders lift up, reach your hands towards the heels and lower down. That's 5. Lift and reach, 4. 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Sphinx pose. Last one of the practice today. And I hope at this point in the practice, you already feel a bit more in the center, so you can continue your day more from the center. It's really what it's all about. Staying in the center. All the traditions, all the teachings, all the wisdoms, it's really all comes back down to being in the center. Release down. And then slide the right foot up and the right knee out. Think of like a tree pose, but we keep the right foot bent, the right knee bent. The right foot doesn't have to touch the left leg. In fact, you can bring even the right knee to like a 90-degree angle and then melt the upper body down. So just find a way that works well for you. If you keep the knee more bent, it's more accessible. And if you straighten it more, it's a bit more intense. So depending what you need, you just take that. But it's like a buffet. So you have to go up and get it yourself. I can't do it for you, and no one else will do it for you. It's the same with peace, love, joy, dignity in your life. If you want that, then you have to get up and get it yourself. No one's going to do that for you. If you want more healing in your life and heal anything in the mind and the body which is connected anyway, it's one, you have to put in the work. So you need to take responsibility and ownership and then take action. Now the action is to relax the right hip a bit more down, soften and deepen the breath. And slowly extend the right leg back. So we can switch sides. Slide the left knee up. Bend your left knee. And melt the upper body and the head down. You can see I'm melting my forehead onto my hands, but whatever works for you. We are also unique in our bodies. Our bodies are very unique and beautiful things. And that's why you need to find your unique expression of this position. I'm just giving some suggestions. And the last thing I want is that you all look the same or that you try to do what I'm doing here. That would be not honoring your uniqueness. Slowly release, extend the left leg back. And then we bring the left arm out to the side, bend your right leg, and move your right foot over to your left side. We're just here for 3 deep breaths. On the exhale, come back down to the belly. Switch sides, right arm out to the side, bend your left knee, bring the left foot up and over to your right side. Come back down to the belly. Shake out the hips if you need it. And then either child's pose or plank, you can press up. We'll meet in downward facing dog, the last one of the practice today. And then walk the feet forward, come into a squat. Bring the feet outside the hands. Maybe the heels lift up, that's okay. Then you know you need to work a little bit more on our mobility videos and all the other hundreds of videos we have here. You will eventually get there if you do the right videos. If you just do the squat as you do it right now with the heels lifted and keep doing it and hope it will get better, it will probably not. You will just have to do specific exercises. But this is nothing new. We talk about this all the time. Let's set the hips down, come into butterfly. Bring the feet together, open the knees like a book, and then fold forward and down. Take a good read of the feet with some deep breaths into the low back. Slowly push yourself back up. Bring the feet together, hands behind you. Come into a reverse tabletop. This time actually the fingers, let's have them point out to the sides so we can open across the chest a bit more. When you're ready, lift the hips up. And really actively, intentionally open across the chest from shoulder to shoulder with awareness, with some little movements, with the breath. And then start to move the hips forward and back. Slowly set the hips back down. And now you can come onto your back or come into a cross-legged seated position. I will come into a cross-legged seated position, but you can also come onto your back into Shavasana for our final position of the practice today. So set everything up, then close your eyes. If you're on your back, just fully relax your body. If you're seated, find a good comfortable position, sit nice and tall. Wherever you are, eyes are closed, and start to relax the breath. Allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm without you changing anything. And then just for a minute or two, I invite you to observe the breath. Notice how the air is coming in and out. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper into your practice, focus on the one that's observing the breath going in and out. Feel free to stay longer here. I highly encourage it. But I will finish the practice here for today. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for showing up for the others. Because by showing up for yourself, you show up better for all the others too. I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow, because it is a daily practice, a disciplined practice, and you need to continue to show up for yourself. It is important and it does make a big difference. See you tomorrow. Much love and gratitude. Namaste.